What we're looking at here is the construction of wall steel for the wall here that's depicted in the background. And so we have the installation of number 9 bars, which run long ways here, and the crossbar, which run in the opposite direction, are number 7 bars. Just a massive amount of steel, and these bars are going to be installed in a wall. No doubt the engineer designing this wall has taken into account the loads required, and that's why we have all this steel, which is subsequently being put together to form the wall reinforcement. Now, if you look carefully here, you'll notice that the long bars, as I described as being number 9, they're spaced a little tight, 6 inches on center throughout the length of the wall, whereas the intersecting bars, those number 7s, are spaced a little further apart. They're spaced 7 inches on center. Now, this mat here composes the vertical reinforcement that's going to go into the wall. Take a closer look here. We'll notice that we have multiple mats here. We have an initial layer here. That's one layer, and then we have a second and a third. So they got multiple layers stacked on top of each other. And this makes for just easier construction to do it on the ground. Obviously, these mats will be lifted via crane and placed where they go. So it just makes it easier for the installers to tie it, as you see them doing here, on the ground, as opposed to placing the bars vertically. You look at the length of these bars. Each bar they're fairly heavy, so trying to place these bars vertically in place might be a little bit more challenging. There's a number of ways to do it. You can do it like this, you can do it vertically, but in this case we've opted to do it this way. It just makes it a lot easier for the installers putting this in place. Now, after they're done with these steel mats will be flown via a crane, and they'll be placed against this wall in the far end here, and you can see that wall already has dowels going up. And here's a portion of that wall already in place here. So these mats will be installed along that wall there. You know, again, just a massive amount of steel. No doubt this wall is going to be built to withstand massive amount of shear pressure, shear forces and opposing forces. So just a lot of steel that goes into it. You'll notice they have spray marks on here. These spray marks indicate their spacings, and at each spray mark they'll tie them, and they're subsequently going to tie these with ties every so often. We'll zoom in here and watch him complete a tie here. So he takes his wire, he passes it through the bar, and he'll twist that wire. He's got a double wrap going on here, and he'll twist that wire nice and tight, cut it back, and make sure that bar is tied. So these bars are securely attached in place as they make part of this assembly here.